Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today we will be talking about the card number 15, which is the devil. It's not as scary as everybody thinks it is. I'm going to show you my new deck. It's new to me. It is pre-loved, but this is a beautiful deck. I've been getting used to this guy, and that's the number 15 Major Arcana in this deck. It's based on, this is called the Golden Tarot, and by Cat Black, and it is based on Renaissance and pre-Renaissance artwork. It is a lovely deck. It's beautiful. It's got this gold gilt on the side. That being aside, we are going to talk about the devil, or as I like to say, dancing among our own demons. I do have a script here, so I'm going to put this up here. This card represents the sign of Capricorn, which is from the dates of December the 19th to January the 19th. That is Western astrology. It is cardinal Earth. So these are leaders. If you've ever had interaction with a Capricorn, you know that they are maybe not showing the most emotion, but that's okay. Not everybody has to be that, showy, watery sign. It can represent self-limiting behavior, the meaning that the truth is right in front of you. All you need to do is open your eyes. See how this guy's helmet comes all the way down over his eyes. So all you need to do is take the initiative to free yourself. You'll notice that in all of these, the male and female figures are trapped, but they're not particularly, stuck. They, in this case, are not even chained. In a couple of these other ones, they are chained to the devil. So again, these are not necessarily choices that they've made, but the choice that they have not chosen to free themselves. This can represent a little bit of pettiness, short-sightedness. When you get the devil, it may be an indication that you are the one that is control, and you need to use that control for the best good. You just need to recognize it. They are signs, or can lead to the fact that, or pointing out the fact that you are stuck within yourself. Again, this is a really good representation. This is the Gilded Tarot of Ciro Marchetti. He just needs to take the helmet off. He just needs to open up his eyes. Getting back to the Capricorn, they can be cold and disciplined and driven towards their goals. While this can be a great trait, it can be a bit short-sighted and at worst a bit selfish. They are ruled by Saturn, and the card is often depicted with the symbol of Saturn. It's not a bad thing. It's the planet of work. It's the planet of duty. It is the planet that governs time. You have to remember that you have the power, you have the control. It's just how far down you go down that road. So again, this is all about material pleasures, material wealth. Money is fine. You can use it to purchase what you need for life, your food, your clothes. But it's not the goal of life. It's placed at number 15. So like we talked about with the last card, which was temperance, all things in moderation. So maybe you've tipped one side versus the other. You, again, have the control about what happens next. Are you going to unshackle yourself? It's about what can happen when you do not have balance And we'll talk about that when we get to the next card, which is the Tower. So can be a tipping point. Is the Devil a scary card and one to avoid? It's not. You can look at it in one way of it's a ton of fun. However, like the saying goes about moderation, too much of a good thing. It can signal that you are about to hit that tipping point. It can also indicate that you have become stuck. Like these people are literally stuck in the ground. This is I almost called the series the silver tongue, because he does have that little coin on his tongue. He's got a silver tipped tongue, gold tipped tongue in this case. It may be time to shake things up and let loose. And this might be an indication that perhaps you're working a bit too hard, you're taking things a bit too seriously. A healthy amount of indulgence is not a bad thing. However, like we've talked about before, moderation in all things. The key word to remember is forgiveness. Forgiveness for yourself most of all. This is about acknowledging mistakes and letting them go. There's a fine line between determination and obsession. And I'll show you these. This is the different representations, and they all are basically about the same. This has the winged demon, but you'll notice, at least in this art, in this indication, her breasts are exposed. She is a goddess, so you have to respect that. There's a ton of power in this card. This guy, this is the Russian tarot of St. Petersburg. It's very icon-like. But again, with these devil's wings, this guy is literally blinded by his greed. And we've talked about this. This is actually taken from a medieval piece of artwork it shows all kinds of, this is actually from Dante's Inferno. This is redemption. And that's what it's about. This one is actually straightforward. It is a goat. It represents Pan. It represents that pagan god that is for sheep herders. And this is the Morgan Greer tarot. He is, and again, tarot is not necessarily gendered, and it's not necessarily any religious slant. I know he does have that kind of off-kilter pentagram, but it's not a scary card. It doesn't have anything to do with witchcraft. It doesn't have anything to do with black magic. I want you to put that out there first. This guy is just a straight little devil, and I like his little shoes, how far they come out, and his nose is extended, so there is that aspect of Pinocchio. He's a liar. But that's not necessarily true of every aspect of this card. So it is about balance for me. It can represent just straight Capricorn, earth influence. Again, he has that coin on his tongue. It can just be a chance, well, maybe you might want to put things back in balance. It does come after the Temperance card, but before the Tower. So this is like a yellow light. The devil is the yellow light. It's that yield light. He's a pump the brakes kind of card. We'll see you next time. I've talked long enough about it. I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye, family.